This is Sheets, and we're going to be going through the slate. We're going to just do some building and just get right into it. Reason why I'm doing this at 6:30 and not 6 is I don't know. I found as though starting the process live before lock an hour before, it honestly just produces a half hour of boredom and useless time waiting. We're usually waiting for the news on starters and things like that, and I can't really build anything unless I know what's going on. So I figured we'd wait till 6:30 today because, yes, it's only a half hour before the first game, but I think there's a majority of the news that's coming at 7:30 anyway. I mean, for the 7:30 game. So that's something I just you know what, we'll try everything. I think this is a good time slot. I still don't have news. I don't believe on Jokic, right? I still see. I think I still see Jamal Murray as being questionable, and I also, if I'm not mistaken, still see Jokic is questionable, and that's obviously an extraordinarily big deal. So I'm inclined to just wait before I commit, if possible. But the problem is that there's going to be all these 7:30 games that you're going to have to do something, starting with Detroit, because you have probably Mitsu is going to be an extremely strong play. So you're going to have to make that decision. Okay, good question, B-Mac, right? Luka or Jokic, or neither. I don't know. It's like if I knew they were both playing, I don't know. I guess I'd be getting more to Luka, but we'll build and see, because I did FanDuel first and I was getting all kinds of stuff with Jokic actually on FanDuel. But we're going to build right from the beginning, but we have to keep an eye on the news here. So first of all, is there anything I'm worried about with Charlotte this game? I'm just looking. Like, not really. It doesn't look that way. And am I worried about Cleveland at all? Like, is there any news pending over there? I don't think so. And they have announced they announced the starters already. Thank you, Project. Appreciate that. It actually might be Sauvignon Blanc. No, I think it's Chardonnay, actually. So I guess what we can do, this is what we're going to do. We're going to X out the Cleveland-Charlotte game. I mean, nothing shows off as such a great play. So let's do that first. Let's share my screen. We'll just do exactly what I'm doing here. It's fine. I don't really care. So we have all the projections uploaded as of now. And what we're going to do is we're going to run. Well, you might as well start over. Let's start over. Screw it. Just to show you process. Put all in here. And then what I want to do, we'll upload the file. And then what we're going to do is we're going to X out Charlotte and Cleveland. Because there's no way anybody is that great a play that, you know what I mean, it's worth me committing. Again, I'm thinking ahead to this Denver thing. So, listen, we're going to have to make decisions before the 7:30 games, but it doesn't mean we have to make them for the 7 o'clock. So let's X that game out, and we'll build 5,000 lineups. And what settings are we going to use? Sim. Let's go for it. Let's go 150 max, and we're just going to build from here. So one thing I've been fiddling around with since they started this 150 max, like $4 tournament, is I'll play that one and I'll also play the fadeaway. But the way I'll differentiate between the two of them is to do more min uniques in the 150 max. Ayton and Walker are out. And there you have it, right? And there you have it. Now, was that already factored into projections? I don't think so, was it? No, it was not. So that's going to all... And this is fine because it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to change it all anyway after we flip over at 7 o'clock, but just, again, just to show you the process here. So we built 5,000 lineups. And let's first just, I'm going to add all these to my contest just so I have them. But then, again, we're going to change the contest sim data. Let's just make sure that we're building against our own lineups as opposed to the SaberSim ownership lineup. So again, we use this drop down, field lineups 2, build 3, save that, and then alley-oop, build 3. Now we're going to change all this with that Portland news, but again, just to show. And then we will run contest sim. That is correct, Michael. Chiefs Value Score does not incorporate ownership. By the way, 2 incredible stories that came out today, both tragic in their own ways. I don't know. I posted in there. So Matt Wiley, who owns or CEO, whatever I think he owns, Run Pure. One of the things that he has a small horse racing syndicate as well. He has like 4 or 5 horses, and it's an incredibly awful truck accident where there were like 8 horses in the barn. They were all in the accident. I think 7 of them died or something, and one of their horses was in critical condition. And it's terrible. It's like on Twitter, I retweeted it. It's a terrible story. And then the other, just I guess, tragic story on a lesser proportion is, I don't know if anybody's reading up on this DeJounte Porter thing. This is really bad. I mean, I don't know if they're going to sweep. There's no way they could sweep this under the rug. I mean, if what I'm reading is accurate from the DeJounte Porter stuff, I mean, I don't listen. News cycles are funny business. I mean, I can't imagine how it could get swept under the rug. But if you've been following any of this, it certainly appears to me that he was completely fixing games for the props. At least that's the takeaway I get at first reading. Again, as truth comes out, this will become more whatever. This is a terrible, just awful thing that happened. I mean, I'll leave it to you. I mean, maybe I'll discuss tomorrow with Bobby, but if you read through all this, like, there was incredible action on his under props in like several games. And in those games, he like left the game after like 3 minutes, like not faking an injury, but apparently with an illness or an injury. And according to the sports books, it was the biggest moneymaker for the players, his under props in those games. I mean, it doesn't get any more gross than that, right? So I don't know. So all I did here is basically delayed. And yes, KCR, I am going to update the projection with that news. And the best I can tell you is that once other sites start updating them also, because I have to incorporate those, and I have to incorporate those with my tweaks and all that stuff. So soon. Yeah, soon. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult to find the link to the articles. If it's not, I'll say this: if it's not the lead story on like ESPN and maybe even regular television, I mean, do you know how bad this is? I don't know, but again, we'll see. The NBA's marketing machine is really strong. I hope that I mean, it's right there at ESPN.com, the whole thing. I'll just leave it to you to read this. It's like on March 20th, he played 3 minutes before leaving the game due to an illness. Then another game, huge action on the under, and then he left the game saying it was an eye injury. It's just not good to say the least. So we shall see what happens. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at FanDuel. Let's see if FanDuel is updated at all. I doubt it. I mean, we go to oh wait, it's here. All right, so it says 8 now, but it doesn't say Porter. What's his name is out? But let's see. Well, we certainly don't want to play anything at 7 o'clock. I mean, we have to see what's going on here with 8. He's at 0. What did they do here? Oh, they already announced starters. All right, that's good. So they announced Scoot Henderson, Chris Murray, Kamara, Reith, and who? And Rajon Rupert. Interesting. Well, this 15-point projection is not going to stay. That's going to change. So we're just going to have to wait. But what I am going to do is I'm going to rebuild. Again, Xing out the 7 o'clock game, buy us a little bit of time, right? So let's just, again, it doesn't even matter what we build. Let's X this out. Where is this? Put this over here. Why is this? Why can't I see this? Oh, it's over here. Okay. So we'll X out Charlotte, Cleveland. And then buy us an extra, whatever. Buy us an extra half an hour. About 5,000. Who'd you say was out? Oh, Grant. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Still, 8 and out is a big deal. Baseball is coming soon, right? End of the week. I, unfortunately, am not going to be available for opening day. I'm away for the second part of this week through Sunday. I might be able to do projections, but I'm not sure. Probably not. So my whatchamacallit, my opening day is likely going to be Monday. All right, so let's just, again, we're not doing anything. We're just, saving these to my contests just to buy time. We'll even duplicate this. It doesn't really matter. We're going to redo the contest sims anyway. And, okay. So we've officially X'd out that first game. So I guess the first thing we could talk about is what's going to happen with the Knicks. Right? Do we have starters, by the way, in the Knicks game yet? No, we don't even have starters in that game yet. I presume that, well, I shouldn't presume anything. I mean, I don't really know. I imagine that Me Too is going to be a good play. Oh, it's FanDuel. Let's go back to DraftKings for a second. You would avoid Rupert. So Rupert, he's not very active. Is that what you're saying? Okay. I don't really know much about him. So Detroit, I don't know who the starters are, but I'm presuming. Oh, so Durant is out. Okay, so if Durant is out, then all of these guys, it's already been factored in, right? Okay, so Malachi Flynn is in play? I can't believe that to be the case, but maybe. Tosan, Sasser. So we're waiting on starters there. And the good news is we have some time. Excellent. And we do get a little bit of information, too. Remember, when we, by the way, isn't it nice that Charlotte doesn't even have starters here yet? Anyway. Even because if we wait till 7:20 to even get our slate started, we'll have some ownership data from the first game. We'll also, if we use SaberSim to build the in-game contest sims, we'll have some point data. Like if somebody kind of goes off in that first game, we'll know what we have to do to combat that. Now, the other thing that we have to think about, though, remember, is that we have to, when we build our lineups now, we're going to be building them in late swap mode, which is not exactly as robust as when you're building them flat. So that's a one negative. Let's see if we had anything on Portland. Let's see. Let's refresh the builds. See if we maybe increase the projections here. Let's see what we have for Portland. Doesn't look like anything has changed here. Oh yeah, wait. So Blanton, well, Kamara still with 18, Reith with 15. I mean, this is not very much. So I'm waiting on some differences over there. I'm not going to be doing hockey today. Oh, I was in a good shape in tennis, but Herkaz didn't exactly smash the way I wanted to, so it's not going to work for me. That's too bad, DeJounte Porter. I mean, that's but you knew that was going to happen eventually, right? Well, let me look at a couple of other sites and see what. I mean, again, we don't really. I think the Reith is probably a really good play. That's my instinct here. So I'm looking at Reith and I'm getting a projection. Yeah, maybe like 25. Yeah, 25 looks a little more normal. Kamara 25, Jabari Walker 23. Okay, this all makes Bant with 26, Scoot with 35. Yeah, so I think that all of these all those guys are probably going to be good plays. So those are old projections that you're seeing right now. I'm actually starting to update them right now. So to answer your question there from before, I'm hoping. Wait a minute. I'm hoping that they'll be up, but are we still waiting? We're obviously still waiting. By the way, on obviously on all that Denver stuff. Boy, I wonder what I'm supposed to do. I imagine we're supposed to try to leave some room, but it's going to be tough to do because there are these. I think those Portland guys are going to be really tough to ignore. Specifically Reith. I mean, I don't know why I'm so into that Reith play, but with Simons out and Ayton out, that's a lot of usage to fill. All right, let's see a couple of things here. Sheets. In the past, you have mentioned the idea of using Sheets value score on SaberSim instead of projections. Do you ever do that? What would the effect that you see that having? I don't think I would ever do that. I think you could do that. I mean, you could put whatever number you want in those fields, and it will build accordingly. But I don't like that at all, actually. I mean, it's the effect that it would have is just. Remember, my Sheets value score has like 200 points for Jokic. You know, like I don't think it's gonna. I don't think that's gonna work at all. Actually, Michael, if I mentioned that, then it was an error. I like Finney Smith better than Jeff Green, but I really don't think I like either of them. If I had to just say, I mean, if I get to them, I'll get to them, but I don't. Neither of them are really good point per minute guys. They just eat up. They'll eat up minutes. Now, Bobby was saying earlier today that Finney Smith has been a better point per minute guy this year, which is possible. So I guess I'll just let the projections kind of guide me there. But I can't imagine him being that good. Let me just see. Reith. Yeah, I think Reith is going to be a good play here. I have this feeling that something's going to happen in that Nugget game, though. And it's kind of stupid for me to say this. I mean, I have a feeling that okay. I mean, obviously, there's a chance that something happens in the Nugget game. How about that? Okay, I'm probably about halfway done with the new projections here. I'll pull them up when I'm done here. Then we'll just rebuild, right? And then first I'll upload them so you guys have them, and then we can build. But it's definitely not going to happen. Well, I might have them by 7 o'clock. I don't know. It's possible. If anybody sees anything on the Nuggets, let me know. These Knicks are looking pretty good on FanDuel if you want to go mid-range, like stuff like Josh Hart and what's his name? Like Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo. Not exactly the guys you would imagine, but I'm going to check SaberSim to see if they updated the Portland things yet. That will help me. Check news here for a second. Banned for life after getting a $700 million deal. Cam Thomas ruled out? Aha. All I can say is I'm glad that we waited for all this stuff because, I mean, that's huge. So who's going to shoot? Who is going to shoot? So should I even update these projections? I mean, I will, but just because I'm almost done with them. But we're going to have to do them again. Yep, DeAndre Ayton and Cam Thomas are out. It looks as though actually these projections are updated. The Nets. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if the Portland guys have updated. Yeah, it looks that way. Okay, so maybe these projections are not that bad. Let's take a look. I mean, they're bad because the other probably 30% done now that I think about it. I guess Michael Bridges would be the natural guy who could shoot the ball 100 times. And maybe just maybe this is when you get that Dorian Finney-Smith usage that we referred to before. Let's see something. No. That's not done. Banned for life after giving a $700 million deal. Oh, Ohtani? Ooh. I don't know, man. It's rough business. I mean, if they try to sweep that under the rug, let's just say that the Pete Rose contingency is not going to be very pleased. Let's see if the net stuff added up. I don't think it did. I think I'm going to have to do it again. Let me just see. I think there's going to be some net scrub that shows up here. That's 730. Yeah, so all these, 1 second, Michael Bridges. It's 35. Is that enough for him? I don't know about that. Yeah, this is not going to be accurate. All right, just give me a couple more minutes, and then we will do the. Love to get starters from Brooklyn. Here, what I can do is tell you what the Portland stuff looks like, and looks pretty good. The Scoot and the Reith and Kamara, I mean, all those guys look pretty good. So Portland, it'll be Portland guys, Brooklyn guys. I mean, you'll be able to play, Luka real easily if you want to. I wonder if you could play both Luka and what's his name, Jokic. Probably not, because the value is not like really super cheap value. It's just kind of like value. But yeah, Me Too's still good. I mean, these Detroit guys are still really good. So here's my question to myself: Should I upload the projections now, knowing that I'm going to have to change them in 10 minutes? Yeah, why not? It'll give the illusion that I'm doing more work. Anyway, yeah. So I'm updating what I have now, but this is not. What we can do. I mean, we could mess around, right? We can mess around and see what we would get with what we have. So let's go back to. But we're now in late swap mode. Actually, we're not in late swap mode yet. So let's see what this would look like. This is DraftKings. Okay, let's do that. What we could do, we could just change the Brooklyn guys. But the Brooklyn guys look pretty pure. Look pretty pure here. So let's keep this the way it is. And let's build these actually. Let's rebuild these. Yeah, maybe Lonnie Walker, right? But I definitely think Michael Bridges is going to be. How are the Nets favored over anybody? By 7 points on the road. Now without Cam Thomas. Oh wait, we're in optimizer mode. I don't want that. Sim mode. Crap. I do want to get this done before 7, so I can get that good initial build. Because like I said, 2 minutes left. Well, I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see. Can I do this in 2 minutes? It's possible. It's going to be close. I don't think I'm gonna do it. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I X'd out this game. Well, this is going to be rough. Let's see what happens here. 6:58. There's no way this is going to be done in 1 minute if it turns to 1 minute in a second. Because first we have to do this. And again, I'm pretty fast nowadays, but I'm not that fast. So you have to do this. And I have to do this. This is going to be, I think I'm going to miss by like 10 seconds. And that'd be pretty cool if I could time this, like exactly how long this takes. Okay, run contest sims. All right, didn't turn to 6:59 yet, at least on my clock. I'm pretty good actually. All right, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. It's not up to me. 49, 48, 47, 46. Nope. 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 6, 5. All right, we'll cheat. We'll do this way. Ready? Boom, boom. It's gonna be tight. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Ready? And it's ready. It's away. Did we get it? No, we didn't do it. Almost though. We got close. We got close. They got me. So I did 177 to 191 lineups. All right, not bad though. Not bad. Woo. It literally caught it in mid update. Okay, so now we can just chill. We can breathe. We can breathe from there. All right. Okay, that wasn't bad though. That was a good sweat. FanDuel got lost, but that's all right. So we can wait. Yeah, it was. That was a good one. Again, the only thing I did for me or to me was that I didn't when you do a build using SaberSim after lock. Yes, you do it. It's okay. I mean, you can get a pretty good, late swap thing with the settings and all that stuff and the simming. It's just not quite as robust. You don't get to build the same number of lineups. It's just a little worse. Okay. Absolutely, Scott. It's an excellent point. I now have to upload whatever I do have on DraftKings now back to SaberSim, or SaberSim will completely get mad at me. That is 100% for sure. As a matter of fact, let's do that right now, actually. So let's go back into contests. Let's upload my entries, whatever they are. We'll put them in here. Okay. And I'm sure like everybody was like 2% owned in this whole first game anyway. Okay, so now I'm back in, right? Okay. All right, so let me finish what I was doing. That being updating these Nets projections here. Let's see what these are going to look like. Wait, so did Herkaz win? Herkaz did win, but it's not going to be enough for me. Did what's her name win? Did Collins win? Yeah, she's about to win. It's going to be actually a pretty bad beat. I'm going to probably come in like 12th or something like that in this tennis thing because Herkaz didn't win in straights. But that's okay. It's not like I lost. Remember my family. Just not going to get first in the tournament. Not the end of the world. And now, again, don't forget, we also have the ongoing question about whether Jokic plays and what to do about that. The problem is, again, we can't just not play these good plays in this first game. Can't do it. I mean, the good thing is, I mean, if we have Luka in our lineups, and then it turns out that Jokic is out, we can definitely do something with that. So that's for sure. But we need like two guys to make that work. Okay. And what I'm doing now, just so you guys know, I'm updating. I'm attempting to update the projections with the Brooklyn stuff, even though we don't even have starters yet, I don't think. You guys have never actually seen me do late swap on SaberSim, I don't think. And I'm actually not so great at it. I mean, I know how to do it, but I'm sure there's stuff I'm missing. So we can watch me struggle as I struggle. I want to check on my tennis lineups in a second and just see if they're actually dead. Now, the Collins is one. I don't know about that. I mean, it can't be like optimal or anything, but do ownership now. And that ownership's not going to work. We'll let DraftKings help with we'll let SaberSim help with the ownership. It's going to be the live ownership anyway, right? Let's go back to SaberSim. We'll update that one more time, and then we'll do projections. Then we'll see what they look like. I'll show you guys what they look like on the sheet, and then we'll build. Okay, let's get a new tab. I wonder who's going to be. I wonder what the ownership of Luka is going to be after all this said and done. Well, I think I did this right. Hold on. I think I might have just put the FanDuel projections into the DraftKings thing, so I have to fix that. I'm almost positive I did that actually. Yeah, I did. And that's not the end of the world, but definitely if we're trying to play so precisely. And one thing that's, by the way, is underestimated about having like a process really is that if your players don't do well, you totally have something to blame. Like you're blaming your process. You don't have to blame the players. You know? All right, so let's see. Let's see what these look like, and then I'll show you what they look like. And then we'll build with them. Still 7:06. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, 24 minutes to lock. So we have all day. And then this Portland thing is not till 8. And maybe I'll hang out a little bit. All right, let me see what this looks like FanDuel-wise before I even upload it. Yeah, Lonnie Walker, like you said, by the way, is yeah, Lonnie Walker, Jalen Wilson now. All these Brooklyn guys are interesting. This is on FanDuel. Hang on, but I'll show you in a second. Let me just finish, then I'll show you guys what they look like. Oh, and the Bachelor finale tonight. Although everybody knows who won, which is annoying. Wish they had those live. I mean, all the reality shows, not just The Bachelor, of course. There's Lonnie Walker again. Jalen Wilson again. Watford shows up again. Michael Bridges shows up again. Nick Claxton again. Okay. So let me first upload these, and then I'll show you what we got. Just on a sheet basis, and then we'll build with it. Okay. Let's open these, both DraftKings and FanDuel, and see what all this looks like. Nick's lineup is the same. Thank you. Excellent. All right. First, we'll look at DraftKings here and take a look. We'll just sort these by point per dollar for openers. And you'll see you got Walker, Jalen Wilson, Trenton Wofford. Then you have Mitu, Sasser. And then you have the Chris Murray, Scoot Henderson. Where is Reith? Reith is not in my list. Oh, there he is, Reith. So all these dudes look good. And the good thing is we don't really have to care about the ownership right now, because at this point in late swap mode, we can kind of rely on, it's our best choice, is to rely on the SaberSim live adjusted ownership, because it's factoring in what other guys are already owned. So that's going to be better than mine, if you want to know the truth. And so it's going to be a bunch of value guys and if we sort these by Sheets value score, I presume with a lot of Luka and Jokic, I think. Listen, if Jokic is out, Jokic is out. Let's look at FanDuel. Same thing. Let's just rate it by point per dollar here, and same guys, right? And then with Sheets value score, again, we're Luka and Jokic, and a little more Tatum. So, how do we do this? Oh, your house is going to rise, Scott. Okay, I'm not going to say a word. All right. Okay, so where are we? So let's just start over here again. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this the right way. First, we click on late swap players. So late swap players out of lineups. And we're going to do all three of these. And so we hit late swap 3 contests, right? Swap method, current build settings, which is fine. Now what we have to do is we want to upload our projections, which are these, right? Okay. And this one has Kim Thomas, right? That's fair enough. And then what I want to do also is I want to change the ownerships to theirs. It's just, it's going to use theirs anyway. But let's just reset player ownership, which is fine. So now you see it says there are 152 lineups we have and how many swaps per lineup. I just want to do the max possible. So I just try to fill in so 32 is the max you can do. So sim, it's all good. Let's change this to 150 max, and then we'll just build and see what happens. And as you guys know, we're going to do this again at 750. And then we'll do it again at 850. Me Too is not starting. Okay. Well, we'll get there. That's 8 o'clock, so who cares? Oh, for Detroit. Aha. Interesting. All right, so we'll wait again. Who is actually starting here? But we'll do this for now. Bruce Brown not starting. Okay. So let's first late swap to what we have, and then we'll change it again. Okay. So we got time. We'll just update those individual projections. We're not going to do a whole new run for everybody. We'll just we'll just incorporate those into Saberson. Bruce Brown not starting and Me Too not starting. Okay. Well, we're just going to let the projections kind of guide us here, I think. Let everybody else, tilt and whine, whatever it is. One thing after you late swap is you do have to rerun the contest sims, and it's not exactly intuitive because it's like the shaded thing here. So run contest sims. Okay. I don't know, the Daisy with the cochlear implant, she seems like a 10-year-old to me. I don't think she's ready. All right. Right, so let's go here. So we'll go alley-oop here. Save to contests. Alley-oop. Boom. And we'll go Micromax, risk-adjusted ROI. Micromax, boom. And we'll go fade away, risk-adjusted ROI. This. And we are going to change all this because, now why am I doing this if we're going to change it anyway? That's a good question. Well, I will suggest to you that every rep helps you get better. So each time I go through this process, I get a little better at it, a little quicker at it. So maybe the next time, if I really needed to get those lineups in at 7 o'clock, I could kind of do those last, I could do it a little bit faster. And this is not, it's not too much of a hassle. I mean, nothing's going on here. So let's do same thing. So let's do FanDuel late swap both. Pritchard not starting. Hauser is. Okay, very good. And then we will do this. And then what happens is people get very very impatient, and you know what people do? They say, you know what? I don't mind. I like Pritchard just as much off the bench. That's lazy. You know what I mean? You're trying to create a reality to save you from doing work. Maybe he is okay off the bench, but people are way too quick to do that. The easy answer is, yeah, I guess I'll just play him anyway because he'll be lower owned. Where the real thing you're supposed to do is just rerun everything. You just are. So we're going to do it as much as we can. We'll give it another, 5-10 minutes for update. As we've seen, I can't do it all in 2 minutes, but I could do it probably in 5 or maybe 3 minutes. So you get a sense for what you can do, and that indicates how long you can wait. So I just kind of showed that for NBA, I could do probably those 3 contests in about 3 minutes once I update the projections, and then FanDuel, so let's just say 3 minutes each. So probably got to get ready to go by let's say 8 minutes till. So it's 7:22. That's when I need to kind of get moving. All right, so Monster. Put this in here. Boom. And I know what you're thinking. Like, I'm like, do you even know who you have? No, I don't. I don't know who I have. And it's the ultimate, like, Grinch that stole sports. I'm not only am I betting this, I'm literally don't even know who I have. But I just know the process is getting me what I need. Then I'll look later, I guess. All right. So let's see. Now that I've done all this, let's see now what I need to change. Let's see what we got here. So if we go back to the NBA, let's see what this looks like, this Detroit thing. So it's Boston, Detroit, right? So let's just see what they changed here. So Pritchard is now 27 instead of 30. All right, that's fine. Horford, Hauser only 20. I don't believe that. I think that it's going to change. So we're going to wait a little bit on the Boston stuff. And let's look at the who'd you say, Detroit? That was the other one. So Me Too was the other one who was not going to be as good of a play. I don't imagine. Where is Me Too? Where'd he go? There he is, Me Too. So he's now at 23. Okay, there you go. So Detroit's updated. Good. Okay. So Detroit's updated. I still don't believe in this Boston one, though. So we're going to wait until, I don't know, 7:22. And then we're going to rerun this stuff on both FanDuel and DraftKings with the whatever we have for Boston and for Detroit. But it's more the Detroit one because I think that it's more the Boston one because I think the Detroit one looks pretty sound, actually. Let's see what Boston looks like. The specific. Oh, and the Bruce Brown, right? Yeah. I got that one too. Sorry. So the Boston one, Pritchard 20. What did I say? Oh, Hauser was going to be up to 24 probably, right? Let me just see what I have him here. Yeah. So this is. Let's get rid of Detroit for a second. Hauser more like 24. I think that's right. And what do you think is going to happen with Bruce Brown? If Bruce Brown is not starting, 29, is that possible? For not starting? I don't think that's possible. I guess it is. Yeah, I guess 30. I guess all these numbers look pretty good actually for Toronto. Let me see. So Kellyo 35, that looks good. Trent 33, that looks good. Bruce Brown about 30, that looks good. Brady Dick about 24 or so, that looks good. Obagi looks pretty good. Freeman Liberty about 20, that makes sense. Noora 19. Put him down a little bit. They really like him at 21. I don't know about that. Freeman Liberty 21 as well. Wait, Nawara was 18. Yeah, that's fine. Freeman Liberty, McDaniel's about 11. This is fine. This Toronto one's fine. Okay, you had him at 28 power. Yeah, we can make him 28. That's fine. So it's 720. I think we gotta get moving, right? All right. So let's start again. And again, this is what we're gonna do. We are going to reset the Boston projections. Okay. So that's going to be, let's see what these look like. Yep. Let's see. Pritchard, Hauser. Oh yeah, these Hauser is no good. No, Hauser's not going to be 20. Okay, that's just not going to happen. So we just have to make some kind of adjustment here. So we're going to give him, what do we want to give Hauser? I guess just 20. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, 20. Yeah, these are all good. And Pritchard's not starting. All right, these actually look pretty good. And what about Detroit? Let's see what these guys look like. Detroit with what kind of time? 7:21, plenty of time. Me Too down to 23. All right, all this looks good. And then the Portland's, that looks good. What about the, what's his name? The Torontos. Just make sure the Torontos look decent. Kellyo, Trent, Bruce Brown, all this looks good. And again, about, as many as we can do. And let's rebuild. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You got Hauser at 32. Let me just see something. Yeah, we got to do something about that, don't we? Yeah, so let's cancel the Hauser. Let me just see something. Am I running out of time? Because I'm doing just one guy. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Well, it could be a big deal though. Hauser, I still can't quite get what I need here. Oh, this is gonna be down the wire again. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see about this. Other sites are getting in my face here by being slow on me. Hauser 25 maybe. Yeah, I can't give you 30, dude. I'll give you 25. Okay, so let's start over. We're gonna go late swap again. Ouch. And then we're gonna go to Boston. We'll give him 25. But that's all I can do for you, sir. That's all I can do. What can I do for Pritchard? That's a good question. Pritchard, I'll keep you at 26 maybe. And we're really splitting hairs here. And again, Toronto's we're good. We said we're all right with the Toronto's. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, we have to eventually build something. So let's go. 8 minutes to go. Let's see what we can do. Then we got to do FanDuel. Yikes. $7:23. 7 minutes? Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Remember, I said I do 3 minutes per site, right? So listen, as long as these things don't collapse on me, should be able to do it with a full 1 minute to spare, right? So we could actually do one while we're waiting, can't we? We sort of can. I totally forgot. So late swap, all these. Same change. You want to give Hauser a little bit, give him 25 maybe, and then we'll do this again. Okay, we'll build there. I totally forgot we could build on both at the same time. Crap. Should have known that before. All right, so here comes DraftKings almost done as FanDuel's going. Okay, and then we'll do contest sims. Where are we? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Don't stay gray on me. What are you doing? Come on, Saber Sim, you're killing me. Come on, Saber Sim. Come on, don't stay gray. Oh, no. Well, there you go. All right. Let's see how FanDuel's working. That's almost done. 5 minutes for both sites. Nope, shouldn't be a problem as long as I don't run into an issue here. Okay, run contest sims. Go back to DraftKings. See how that's working. Let's get really nasty. Let's see if we can do min uniques too. Getting really greedy with 5 minutes to post here. DraftKings still running contest sims. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's first do the alley-oop, which we don't need to worry about the min uniques. Okay, good. Now let's go to Micromax, where it would be nice if we did 4 min uniques, which is good. And then we'll go fadeaway, which would be nice if we did 2 min uniques. 4 minutes to go. No problem. I don't think. Let me see. Min uniques here. XX. Boom. Jamal Murray is out? Oh, let's go. Okay, we'll deal with that later. We're gonna have to deal with that later. Wow. Okay. Whee. Let's go back to FanDuel. Jamal Murray is out. Let's go. And Gordon. Yeah, I got to do this first. See, that's the thing. That's the only thing that I blew here. Don't have time for everything. Okay, so but we'll do that, and we'll do that after these games log, I guess. We'll have time. I mean, we will have time. But that's definitely a huge deal. And, you know, if there's a game, if there are guys that we had from the 7:30 games that are, you know, worse plays than whoever their replacements are, then we're just going to lose. Okay. 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 So 6:20. So we're good. We have time for last 3 minutes, huh? Let me just see. I mean, I'll just take a look, see if they updated anything. I doubt it. And what I could do is I could replace. At least I could get Murray out of my lineups now. But I don't want it to give me something early. I actually like to keep the late one. I like to keep him in right now. Yeah, perfect. Let's keep all my Murray and Gordon in now. We'll move them to these other guys a little later. We still have like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We can deal with San Antonio and Portland and Houston and stuff like that. So we actually have a little bit of time to breathe, such that we can actually check our tennis lineups. It's just good. There's nothing I'm going to do in 2 minutes anyway. So let's take a look and see what happened with what's his name, Azarenka. Let me make tennis lineups here. I don't think this is going to be good enough. Yeah, so this one. Yeah, this is not going to be good enough. I don't have enough fantasy points. If Shelton gets there, yeah, it's not going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be enough. Maybe. I doubt it. 0.85. Yeah, Dimitrov is killing people. This could be optimal. Let's take a look at it in a little bit. All right. So is that it? I mean, I really don't want to do anything else. I mean, we still need San Antonio starters, right? I don't know. I think I have enough. Now, do I want to see what my exposures are right now? Do I really want to? Hey, look at this, winning $3,029. I have no idea. I don't know how to use exactly all too well yet. Let's just see. How do we use this? Let's see. Let's see the fadeaway. Let's see if we open this up. No, it doesn't work that way. Hold on. So if we did this, let's just click this. All right, let's see what this looks like. Users and behaves. So look at this. We have my actual ROI is 14.99%. I'm winning $3,029 though. How is that happening? Oh, I'm probably cashing the alley-oop or something like that. Let's see. No. Yeah. Oh, have you messed around with this, Scott? Yeah, I haven't really gone through the whole tutorial yet. That's the problem. So the live projection, yeah. Listen, like I said, all these things are just developmental. They're really all working on this stuff. Let's see what else. Do we have any more news coming out while I'm here? Let's see. McBride. Yes, I have to deal with them. Now, what I could do, again, is I could just wait. Demi Avdia is now questionable. Deni Avdia is now questionable. Very interesting indeed, huh? Deni Avdia is questionable for the 8 o'clock game against Chicago. And someone is saying that he's probably out. Let me tell you something. Like all these times that like I put in my lives and go out to dinner, how do I do that? I mean, like there's so much stuff that you need to be aware of. Hey, Mrs. Sheets is playing canasta with her friends in the other room. We should have a starting lineup soon for Washington. We shall see. We shall see what happens. And is anybody smashing? Do we know anything or not really? I don't care, right? So who do we think? Let's see if there's anything on Denver for example. Like right now, what does Denver look like? Peyton Watson's getting a little something. Christian Braun a little something. These guys all have to get big bumps. This is ridiculous, right? Michael Porter only 30 is not going to happen. But those are going to wait. The 8 PMs are just going to wait. We got 20 minutes, but we got to deal with it because this Washington stuff. But the cool thing is, we can just late swap again. Okay, Avdia is out. You're saying Londale is starting, not Jeff Green. Okay, that's it. See, all we can do, again in the NBA is do our thing, and then let the basketball gods just do what they do. You can't force it. You can't just wish things to happen. You can't get mad. Listen, you should be thankful if you have SaberSim and you can do this stuff, that you can keep, and you can be around somehow, that you can keep updating, because you're getting like an enormous edge being able to do this. But think of how many people like me, like 30% of the time, if I have to go out to dinner that night, I'll just put in my shit, and just be done with it. What can things change? And then, like, at the end of the day, like, you still kind of like your lineups. The next thing you know, you're like losing all your money. You're like, what the hell happened? Because there are people out there that are making these adjustments, and all these adjustments just matter. They just do. I have a feeling that Jokic is going to be in. Otherwise, they would have probably said something. But what do I know? Jalen Wilson starting at 3K. Did I even have that? Probably. How much of him do I have? I don't care right now, actually. I literally don't care. We got to focus on this. So San Antonio has to release starters. Let's get rid of all this. How about this? Let's get rid of all of this. All of these old builds, just taking up space. Malone says Jokic looks good to play. Casey Robb, let's go. Casey Robb, the man. The man with the info. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, you ready for this? So I got my so Goldie sent me finally, after however long, there were TrueDFS t-shirts and hats and stuff like that. And Mrs. Sheets saw all of it and threw some serious shade on the TrueDFS logo. Mrs. Sheets was not pleased with the TrueDFS logo. She, in her opinion, the TrueDFS logo, and I listen, when she puts it this way, I can't really dispute it. She says, quote, "It's too girly for openers." I guess she's allowed to say that. Like, black people are allowed to use the N-word, sort of. Like, she's allowed to say that this is girly. I couldn't say it's girly, but she says it's girly. She thinks that it should be sports. It should be like DFS, gambling, sports. It should be like, powerful. She says this looks like Chanel handbags. So we have to. I submitted that complaint to the powers that be, and maybe we run a contest of improving this logo. Because now, listen, I'm not creative, so what the hell do I know? So, yeah. So just wait. Like I said, we can wait until, and I'm here, so I'm not really doing anything. We can wait until 7:52, I guess. 7:52? Yeah. What did we say? 7:52 to do this. Now let's take a look at the at this tennis thing here. Dimitrov's just killing me. Yeah, that's the problem. Dimitrov is just murdering my existence here. I'm never going to outscore him. Yeah, B. Shelton is getting crushed. Okay. All right, so tennis is dead. What is he? I want to save my got to get into full degen mode. I got to save my LPL lineups here. What do we got here? Oh, it's a late slate. First game's not till 5 a.m. Let's just save these. That's going to be a banger, actually. I'm going to like this one. I haven't tried to win one of those seats in a while. I'm going to put that in there. Triumphant Warrior. Let's go. All right, so what do we have? We have anything on Nuggets yet? Let's see. Let's update the Nuggets. Let's see what we got. Nuggets. No, nothing yet. Porter 30, I don't believe. Let's see what other sites. And don't tell anybody. Let's see what these other. I mean, you have to believe, but then again, it's just going to depend who starts as well, right? But yeah, Porter's. Yeah, I'm seeing like a 40. That seems to make a little more sense. It's like 65 for Jokic now. Porter with a 40. Yeah, this is what all makes a little more sense to me. And who did we just say was out for Chicago? Oh, the Avdia, right? Okay, so what does that look like? You have anything here? No, they still have Avdia in on SaberSim, so we're gonna have to wait a few moments for them to get off their fat asses, so to speak. Jokic on track. No, you're telling me no Gordon and no Murray? Well, it's got to be what's his name, Porter, right? He gets all the secondary, whatever you call it. Reggie Jackson, Peyton Watson, and who'd you say was starting instead of somebody? Somebody was starting instead of somebody. Oh, yeah, Londale was starting instead of Jeff Green. Okay, what does that do for the average man? What does that happen with Houston? Let's see. Is that Houston? Yeah, so if that's the case, then we have Londale. Jeff Green is not starting. He's playing. So these Houston guys, this Houston thing looks good, at least for now. Portland hasn't really changed, right? Reef, Murray, Walker, Kamara, Rupert, Moses Brown with 15. Okay. San Antonio still no starters. I don't think. Why is Collins not projecting better? They're going to have to announce he's starting. Is that the story? All right, we'll wait on that. Denver. Okay. Let's see what other news I'm getting over here. Jock Landale. Poole, I guess, is in. There it is, Zane. Spurs will start Jones, Vassell, Champagny, Sohan, and Collins. Okay. That's fair enough. Let's see, does anybody have any fantasy points that are worth mentioning here? No, not really. Let's see some ownership. So, wow, these Nets guys, nobody played any of these guys. I'll tell you what, DeJounte Murray is only 4% owned. Anyway, Dorian Finney-Smith was only 13% owned. That's a little bit surprising. Oh, that's the alley-oop, sorry. Let's see. Anybody scoring anything here? No, nobody really has any fantasy points to brag about. I mean, really nobody. Yeah, Karis LeVert with a very awful 10 points. Well, actually, he just came in the game. Dante DiVincenzo, 20% owned in the fadeaway. That's very surprising. I was not expecting that at all. Still waiting on some projections here. Let's update these. See if we can't force these things in here. No, San Antonio, they're still they're still waiting on it. But Champagny at 3,900, that can't be that bad. But it's going to play like a bunch of guys. Houston still, Houston's looks good. I mean, Houston projections look good. May as well wait, though. Washington's still has Avdia in. So that's dumb. Let me just see. What do my Washingtons over here look like? Yeah, so it looks like Holmes, right? Holmes has got to look good, no? Kispert, Butler even. Johnny Davis, 28 minutes. Is that accurate? Hmm. I mean, I could start, screwing around with these Washington guys, but I'm going to have to change them anyway. But what does this look like? Let's get so pull out. Yeah, I would 37 still looks about right. Rashad Holmes, 24, maybe a little light. Corey Kispert, 26. This all looks pretty good, actually. Butler, 20 or so. That looks pretty good. Bagley, 20. That looks pretty good. Champagne, 18. That looks, good enough, I guess. Johnny Davis, yeah, he doesn't do anything. 14, I guess that's fair. Baldwin, maybe 20? No, that can't be. I'm not giving him 20. I've learned my lesson with that clown. Well, Avdia, we're gonna make him 0, right? I mean, that's right. I mean, Avdia's got to be 0. This looks okay. Davis, Bernard, no points. I mean, whatever. But Poole's got to have more than this, no? I guess 37 is fine. Kispert, Holmes, Butler, Bag. It seems like there should just be some more fantasy points out here to go around, doesn't it? I don't know why, but it just feels that there should be more fantasy points than this, like for this whole team. We got to do something in 6 minutes, right? Let's see, Houston. Let's see if these look good. Van Vliet looks pretty good. Jalen Green looks pretty good. Amon Thompson looks good enough. Let's get rid of the Washingtons. Jock Landale, that looks fine. Dylan Brooks looks fine. What do we do with Jeff Green? Yeah, 21, I guess, was reasonable. So all this stuff is reasonable enough. So the Houstons were fixed. The Washingtons were fixed. What about San Antonio? What does this look like here? I find it difficult to believe anybody's that great. But let's just see. Vassell, 36 looks good. Keldon Johnson looks, I guess, 30. Seems a little healthy. I mean, I'll put him 28 maybe. Trey Jones. Boy, oh boy. I guess we'll leave him there. Zach Collins, we'll give him another point, 29. Sohan, I want to just downgrade him just a little bit. Barlow, I don't know, 18 maybe. Champagne is good enough. Branham, 15. I mean, I'm not going to get to him anyway, but put him in here at 14. Wesley, whatever. Okay, so 48, is that good enough? All right, so here are the San Antonio adjustments. Bruce Brown's already done. Phoenix, there's nothing to report. Houston, we did, right? Washington, we did. Let's see. Did we do Washington? We did do Washington. And this all looks reasonable, although, again, I just feel as though there just should be a couple of more fantasy points for everybody. But who's starting here for Washington? I mean, is Rashard Holmes starting? Does anybody know who's starting for Washington? Do we know yet? 749. Do we not know who's starting for Washington? That would be nice, right? To know who's starting for Washington, because I have nothing. Bagley? Holmes? I have no idea. Okay. And Dallas, Utah, we don't have yet. Denver, we don't have yet. But we could do something with Denver, right? I mean, like, we gotta have something. Michael Porter Jr. 30. I mean, this is ridiculous. So I got to do something here. So I got to change it 750, right? So I got to change this stuff somehow. Looks like Jokic 50. I guess these are okay. 60, 33. I got to give a couple more points, don't I? 33 maybe. Caldwell Pope 20. Peyton Watson 15 or so. Reggie Jackson. Christian Brown. I guess this is all we have. It's all we can give these guys. 750. I don't know what else we can do here. Oh, there's Wizards. There's Holmes. All right, good. And Baldwin is starting. Okay, so that's why I can give him a little something, right? Oh, they're giving him 20. Let's give him 17. This is all good. This is all good. All right, so let's late swap again. And then what did we say? Okay, so we did the Washingtons, right? We did the Houstons. We thought Houston was good enough. We fixed Washington's good. Denver for now, we did something there, which is good. San Antonio, we fixed that a little bit. Phoenix is good, so let's do it. Let's as many as we can for DraftKings, and we're off. 7:51, right? So we have 8 minutes, 2 sites, no problem. Nothing else we can do. It would be nice if that freaking Ben Shelton could do something. That would actually be nice, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Yeah, Shelton's a freaking stiff. You know what? Dimitrov is just killing people. Yeah, Dimitrov is just murdering. $6,150. All right, that's the end of that slate. That's the end of that. Smoked. And then this is, I'm going to sign off after the 8. So let's just take care of this. Oh, I got to do FanDuel also at the same time. I keep forgetting. All right, a late swap. And then we will build there. Back to DraftKings. Oh, it seems to be stalling on me. I can't have that. And Dimitrov looks like he's about to have a 90 ball. Meanwhile, look at Saber Sam just ruining my life at 7:53. 7:53 is fine. I got 7 minutes. But if this were at 7:57, I'd be a little stressed. Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is. Yeah, Dimitrov did get 89, which was in the wrong lineups. So that's the end of that. All right, so let's run this contest sim. And then after this, we get to have dinner. How about that? Isn't that nice? Oh, let's see what's going on with FanDuel. Run the sims over there. Okay, so this is good. alley-oop. And I know this is not, what you probably sign on for, when you want to play DFS. So I get to sweat games. I get to play the guys that I like. No, you're running stuff and trying to beat the clock as far as updating spreadsheets. Well, this is don't hate the whatever. Don't hate the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Whatever. This is what it is. Unfortunately, this is what playing NBA DFS is. Really is who can late swap the best, unfortunately. So far, we've proven that we have the mental fortitude to do it. All right, so good. And then maybe if we're really good, I'll actually see who I have. Special treat. And I'm still not even done, right? I'm gonna still have the 9 o'clock, the 9 o'clock stuff to do. Okay. What did Larry Fishburne say in Matrix? I can't give you answers. All I can give you the truth. Something like that. Oh, look at this. I forgot to do min uniques. Min uniques 3. Sorry. I am paying attention. There's the shot. And SUV. Not SUV. CSV. And now I'm sure that Jokic is going to be ruled out. But that's it. What do I have for Justin Holiday minutes? I have no idea. Probably not many. I mean, I didn't do my own updates in a long time. I don't even have them projected, so I don't know what to tell you. All right, that will do it. Cam T frown face? I don't even know what that means.